Now we go on new examination, and let's see which is the real first examination, diagnostic examination. So the first one we talk about is interferometry test. Interferometry test, if you look on the right, is telling that is analyzing the lipid layer thickness, so you can even show to your patient what are you talking about, what is the tier, how it's composed, and which is the layer interested. You have some suggestion on the top right telling that you need to insert the white 90 degrees sector magnetic cone. You have even a little video showing you how to fit it inside. I will show you personally. So we take our device, this is our cone. Very easily, it's magnetic, so you put it inside and you turn, you rotate till it will stick automatically with the magnets. And remember, the 90 degrees white sector should stand on the lower part of the circle. So always remember to fit the cone in this exact position. So now we can turn the device and we can start the examination through start on just double clicking on interferometry tab. I will double click it. Immediately come out some tips, some suggestion. I don't want to see it again. Now, the first thing we have to do is positioning the patient on the chin rest. So we ask the patient to put the head on the chin rest, and it's very important you suggest to fit the chin exactly at the end of the chin rest, and the same from the front, have to stand completely as forward as possible. So we try to keep the face in a very vertical position to not have any issue due to the face position. So once the patient is positioned, we can select the eye that we are going to analyze. So now is the right one. So I select the right eye, the light turn on. The light automatically turns on when you select the eye, so don't worry if you don't see any light before selection of the eye. So once we are ready to do the examination, very easily, my suggestion is to don't have issue due to nose and eye brushes, is just to tilt on the left a bit the device. So when you work on the right eye, you will tilt a bit on the left. In this way, you will stay far from the nose. At the opposite, when you do on the left eye, you will tilt it a bit on the right. This is very important to don't touch the face of the patient. So the device is tilted. Remember, you can go up and down, and you can do right and left, forward and backward. We go forward till you see the lipid layer getting on focus. How to see if it's a good focus or not. Okay, in this case, she has quite good lipid layer, so you can see that it's sharp, the picture. Anyway, my suggestion is go and focus on the iris. And now, keep blinking, please. Okay, and now you can see that the lipid is not on focus, but we are focused on the iris. If I move back the device of just for a few millimeters, instead focusing the iris, we are focusing the cornea, and on the cornea is standing the lipid layer. So remember, you go on the iris, you come back just a step, and you are on focus on the lipid layer. Once it's on focus, we push the button to start the acquisition, which actually you can push many different buttons, and we ask the patient to blink once, one more, and one more. That's it. Normally 3 blinking are enough. As I told you, you can choose, I take one more, you can decide to start the examination through the space bar, through the red button on the screen, or through the foot pedal, which actually is provided inside the box. So, now, after the acquisition of the interferometry, you can close the acquisition. Of course, you can go to change eye. We are now going to make just one eye. Otherwise, you can push on select eye and choose the other one. But now we just close the acquisition. Okay, select eye. We can close the acquisition through close or just escaping with the keyboard. After the acquisition, the software takes you directly to the exam page. So if you see now we have 2 interferometry, and this is very important. Automatically the software generated 2 eye blinks videos, because we'll use the same videos acquired for the interferometry test and will be used by the eye blink detection algorithm. So in a single video we take 2 different shots. To make the analysis of the lipid layer, we have the video over here. You can push the green button on the top left. If you push the green button, the software automatically elaborated all the frame inside the video, and this is what came out immediately. The first thing you see is the average thickness in nanometer of the lipid layer in the average of 1, 2, 3, and 4 blinkings. So 88 is the average thickness between all these blinking, all these timeline. If you want to go deeper and look each blinking, which is the thickness, you can push an advanced. You find advanced button on the top right. If you push over there, we'll come out with 4 different values. The first blinking period was 87, then 85, then 90, and then 89. So average of all of them was 88. Now, as you understand, the best solution to save is the average one, because it's taking care of more data, and this allows you to have a more reliable and accurate result. Otherwise, you can choose any data you want, and you can save one instead of the average of all. Now I want to save the average, so I save average value. As I told you, automatically on the same video, the software is going to detect the blinking dynamics. The first thing it's showing is the minimum closure of the lid during the blinking. So actually it's telling that at least one blinking is incomplete. You will find the 1, 2, 3, 4 lids icons on the screen. If you push on those, the software will take you in the video where the lids are going to close each other, and you can see the maximum closure of the lid. So in this patient, we have a massive issue on the blink dynamic. If you see, there is more than 15% of conjunctiva and cornea exposed to the air during the blinking. So actually the blinking of our patient is incomplete. You can see, you can go frame by frame, and you can see that the blink is not complete. So the one was not, the second was not as well. You see that you still see some white conjunctiva below. The third one was not as well. The fourth, it was complete. Let's see. Even the fourth was quite complete, but not really. So this patient has a blinking issue. Once I save, the software automatically will save the lowest value of blinking rate. If you see here, you find 85. So once eye blink is detected, we already took 2 different examinations. As we said before, now we have an interferometry value, which actually is quite good, is in the green area of our traffic light system. And eye blink, which actually is not, is yellow. It means that the blink is not complete at all. So, 2 tests in a single video.